Afragiban. Waspa tota ulia, tobet I kafstuan dileji hulo kuta.
Entering Storehouse 0026. Antiquities, Tulak era.
Patay kuibanist. Ni fragais fraujan. Kupainana. Hausaip. Sai uren sa sayans. Du sayan fraua.
Save some for me, will you?
Laikinan uswambay.
Note to self. If my apprentice's Deshad fails to submit after the transfer, the bones of Tulak Horde could prove a useful bargaining chip.
Daupanais and Niman.
I promise. I won't let Zash get away with this.
Swayway silbans in iswish. Paman ik alkasjam. Guidis intis isvares. Ja uste ans alfrast no job. Diabulus afstop fara. Anso wilok bardos. Zogi inagangan gisat faur ises.
Whatever you do, you can't let Zash take control.
Elion dandans atin se lapto. Iswis dudalai lotais wahaisen. Anso wilok bardos, so gi inagandan gisat faur ises.
It's no matter to me either way.
Hai baidar gaskir. Afwad ni.
Ah, that's better. I can think so much more clearly now. Thank you.
One more trick like this, and you'll be punished.
I promise I'll be a good girl from now on. This is my storehouse. You may have anything here you want. Now, let's go back to the ship, shall we? I don't know how long Kem will be weakened, and I have lots of reading to catch up on.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
Suerpos.
Is there a tomb that needs exploring? I still remember some of my combat training. Is stranger and far more dangerous than I'd ever dreamed. It's wonderful. Looks like a simple pulley job. I just need to... Give me a moment. Oh, I am too excited! Every time I open a new tomb, like watching a flower blossom. So many wonders! Unbelievable! These look like the catacombs. The rest of the temple must have been destroyed by the elements. The great and secret order of Naga Sadow's assassins, the Sadoween. This is where they came to die when their bloody work was done.
So much history. It almost seems wrong to destroy it.
Please, I know the Ghost wants this all destroyed, but let me at least take some holo recordings. To obliterate all this history, why, we'd be orphaning ourselves. A culture needs the hand of the past to guide it.
The assassin's legacy must be destroyed. That includes holorecords.
Fine. Just tell me when it's over. I can't bear to watch.
That's the last of them.
My lord, that droid, didn't we already defeat it?
Excellent. Thank you, Sith, for your help.
Fascinating. How is this possible? It doesn't appear to be technological.
To see those pawns of Naga Sadao crushed, their graves defiled. Normally, I consider myself above revenge, but this pleases me.
I hope this is your way of saying you're grateful.
Yes, Sith. It is.
The ghost! Never in a million years!
The Star Runner may be found in the belly of the mighty super dreadnought Star of Coruscant, in the graveyard of ships. I landed it there for safekeeping after I crushed its foolish captain. There, you will find me.
I know the place, but it's swarming with pirates. White Moor, I think they're called. Not exactly connoisseurs of the historical.
I'll use caution.
Oh, I'm sure those pirates will crumble before you like the bones of dead Sith.
I wait expectantly for your arrival.
Unbelievable. One minute it's walking around good as new, and the next... Oh, there's better equipment for analysis at the base near here. It's on the way to the ship graveyard, if you'll follow me. Goodbye.
ufar aleze rekejeja.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
The spice has been destroyed, and the pirates along with it. The pirates had a good idea. The Empire should think about getting into that market. I found the Hailstorm Brotherhood you spoke of. The pass is clear.
Is that so? Glad to hear their bodies are finally getting colder. Those maniacs have laughed at us for far too long. But here's something they don't know. We found out where they hide. The Hailstorm Brotherhood make camp in an open-air fortress cut out of the ice, not far from here. I guess caves were too easy. They obey what their beloved Master Sav tells them to. He's their legend, a man who can survive anywhere. Kill the head of their little personality cult, and the body will fall apart.
The more challenging, the better.
Then you're taking on the right maniac. Sav's fought just about everyone and everything on Hoth at one time or another. Even when his men were killed at the Battle of High Ridge, he lived in the snow, hunting wampus with a spear made from an icicle. 3 weeks later, he strolled back to the ice fortress, none the worse. So if you see him, don't give him any chances.
I like killing cultists. It makes me feel like I'm tidying up the galaxy.
Agreed. But I have one final request. Master Sav is responsible for this. For me. For my men. When you kill him, you let him know what a mistake he made leaving me alive.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
John. Ufar aleze rekejeja.
It seems you have some skill, stranger. You are not the effete little warriors they usually send our way. I suppose you were also the one who slew so many in the White Ridge Hills.
What do I have to do to get you to leave this planet?
What's this? A genuine question from an Imperial? Interesting. What I want is the thrill of living in adversity. To know that I do not survive. I excel. I compete to outcompete anyone. Anywhere. For you, I have a challenge.
It's past time I ended you.
I think not.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
Master Stab is dead. I found him in the ice fortress and cut him down.
Then the Brotherhood will be broken. Their cult of personality has lost its savior. I will contact Dawnbase to send supplies to us. It won't be long before we clear out the Brotherhood's remnants. But Master Sav was just one of many. Soon we'll go after the big game. Boss Undro, Ellis Tarn, and the other Whitemore kingpins.
How do I get in on this?
Admiral Hoth is going to order an attack on key Whitemore members. But I don't know when or how. Fixer 308 at Xeric Outpost would have the details. The outpost's in the ship graveyard, prime Whitemore turf. If anyone's come up with a way to hammer the pirates right off this rock, the Fixer would know. Give her a try.
In conclusion, Admiral, this seems like the most opportune window we'll get. All I need is the go-ahead.
It meets with my approval. Fixer, you may brief the volunteers and commence with the mission. Over and out.
My lord, just who I was expecting. I'm Fixer 308. We've been tracking you since we heard about your success with the Tolls.
What do you have for me?
We've been hitting the White Maw hard lately. Enough so that they've called a meeting of their gangs. The loss of a power station was a bigger blow than we thought. Every one of their gangs will be represented. We intend to get you into that meeting and have you capture or kill everyone present. The hard part is getting there.
Let me guess. They're going to be surrounded by guards.
Private armies, practically. And the meeting location is secret, so you'll have to take drastic measures. The shuttles of the leader's trusted captains will have the meeting's coordinates programmed into their navicomputers. What you'll need to do is find a lieutenant with a shuttle, kill him, and get his access card to steal his ship. Once you get access to the shuttle, fly it to their hideout, track down the gang leaders, and take them out. Can you do that?
I can absolutely do that.
Here's a dossier on the leaders to terminate, so you'll be able to identify them. Our psych profiles indicate that, given the opportunity, some of them may surrender. It's up to you. Lastly, if you find an opportunity to search their files, take it. There's no telling what secrets these malcontents have hidden away.
Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Chunki faguta jiho poda ji oto vokise. Wanta humpa muri rava fupa ji pampawula.
By all means, continue.
Ne charda sodedi conchita. Patoga wata kiko uba kiri wata buki donko. Buka kampak nijit tonka yiliska chanaga.
I hope you plan to elaborate.
Ni at ambumpa poshura mokili moklanki. Chikos pa ini gudad ijigliska chanagawa. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
I've been looking for a reason to cause some chaos.
Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. Se gota do muti ki hasa da puño. Lis di woto.
You are truly a beacon of hope to the Empire, my lord. One glance at your impressive stature, and our men will know that we've nearly won Hoth.
What do you want?
On top of pirates and the Republic, our boys battle sub-zero temperatures, blizzards, frostbite. The list goes on. But you can boost their morale. What better way to warm up and invigorate the men than by rescuing supplies from the ship graveyard?
I can think of a few more entertaining ways to keep warm, officer.
Well, who turned up the thermal arrays? Duty first, Varric, duty first. How about it? Recover the supplies from the shipyard? Emerge a legend of the Empire?
Tell me what to do.
Simply beat our competitors to the ship graveyard, liberate valuables from the wreckage, and deliver them to Captain Kanan. Then we'll have more than enough provisions to weather the storm.
Here we are. Now, I have to analyze this droid. But your friend said they'd be here if you needed them. I believe the ghost said he was in the Dreadnought. Best go there if you wish to find him.
Size like. Is like.
We've heard enough alarms. The time has come to move our base of operations to Lorimar.
Why go to Lorimar when nothing can reach us here? The guards will handle whatever intruder's at the door.
I don't think so.
Skoribo for remita dosium. Moflaska kikafi mamugur tu flator.
I don't know who you think you are, but you made a bad mistake opening this door.
Esa silgo terbena ser zet lakata.
I owe you nothing but a swift death.
Nengamo michu.
I did as you said. There were a few bumps, but they've been smoothed out.
I wouldn't have wanted to see what they'd do to me once I contacted Korriban and told them I got a Sith Lord killed. So the White Maw finally falls. I wonder, was this the nerve center of their operation, or are their valuables hidden elsewhere?
I found a place called Lorimar in their databanks. It's likely their stash is there.
Lorimar. I wonder if that has to do with the inventor, Lorimar. He was quite a droid maker before he vanished a decade or so back. We should probably send a salvage team to investigate. But seeing as you trusted me with this information, I think I'll mark the area as unsecured until you're finished with it. That way the reclamation service doesn't get first crack.
I'll be there in but a moment.
Thank you. I doubt I could have trusted someone else to bring this operation to a close.
Teufel atraus.
Chui atat ap xmasa kipuna. Chobad I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Liska taka. Yayoska ukle yuga chesko pukuta.
I am Heavy Resource Recovery Machine 5. I will not allow you to open the cases. Do you understand?
Looks like it's your turn to die now.
Neutralization mode engaged.
In Amalhab Ralat.
My savior and avenger, my heart is light, almost as if I were alive again. I am sorry, but I have always been vain, and surrender is not a pill I swallow easily.
Attempts on my life are not a pill I swallow easily.
Surely a Sith must be used to fending off unwanted attacks. Or have the Sith become soft since my time? Before you perform the ritual, promise me that you will release me when your enemies are defeated, and you no longer need my power. Seal the promise with your blood, and I will submit willingly to your control.
I don't make promises to the likes of you.
I won't be taken easily.
Us erbai was ja us.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
Captain Kanan, I recovered these supplies from the ship graveyard. I've been told you need them.
Finally. Been weeks without working equipment. Now if we could only get a decent meal. I'd shake your hand, but I'm sick as a dog. The cold may freeze mucus, but it sure doesn't kill germs. Hoth's a little warmer, thanks to you.
I went to the pirates' hideout. I found this neural chipset for a battle droid. I think Lorimar designed it.
Well, the stamp seems consistent with his work. Wait, it's brilliant. He's solved the traditional limitations of a chipset brain. Hold on a moment, I need to make a call. Admiral, we've recovered a battle droid neural chipset from the White Moor. It's the advancement we've been waiting for.
From the White Moor? What are they doing with tech like that?
They had it hidden in the last known location of the inventor Lorimar.
Lorimar? That would make sense. His robotics always were top-notch.
It's a quad-photonic neural chipset, Admiral. If you put this in a battle droid, it'll think on its feet better than most humans. It could change the course of the war.
Don't let me stall you. Get that chipset to the technicians.
It will be done immediately.
I'll alert the reclamation service to the Lorimar area. There's no telling what else might be there. As for you, I'd take a well-earned vacation. Somewhere warm.
Well, my lord, I hoped to catch you before you left. I have resigned from the service. The military just isn't the best use of my talents. I feel I could serve the Empire better by helping you. If you'll let me.
I can always use another lover of the strange. It would be an honor.
I promise I won't let you... Wait, you will? Great! Great! Thank you. You won't regret it. I have military training, rifles, small arms, grenades, and I am the best in the galaxy at finding rare artifacts, if I may say so.
He's not lying. Lieutenant Drellick has quite the reputation in his field. He's the perfect combination of brilliant, valuable, and deceptively non-threatening.
Remarkable. Are you another ghost, or...?
Something like that. Perhaps I'll tell you about it sometime.
I promise I won't let you down.
Always a pleasure, Master. I hope you're having an excellent day.
Ah, yes! I can sense the new power within you. Good. And I would suggest...
Jagasar Jais en Barks Prize war Peren Swase Ikbus Karadida.
For once I agree with a monster. Break into Thanaton's meditation chamber and blast him with all those dead Sith you've piled up.
Then set a course for Drummond Cuss.
You got it, Captain. But if you face him with his defenses up like last time, you're toast. Don't forget it.
If there's any way I can aid you, my lord, let me know.
My lightsaber is ready, should you have need.
Up now, Wisans.
What was your master like? You had a master, right?
I did, until I trapped her in the body of the Deshard.
Ah, so that's whose Ash is. The way she spoke of you, I suspected. She makes me uneasy. She speaks so kindly of you, but the look in her eye and that body... it's wrong.
Deception is Zash's stock and trade. Don't believe a word she says.
I won't ever get used to the fear and suspicion among Sith. You claim to follow your passions, but what about friendship? The Jedi seek spiritual peace, and they watch out for each other. Master Ryan and Osera were more like parents to me than my own parents.
You must have had terrible parents.
Anyway, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm sure you have plenty to do. My lord, I'm sorry I was so harsh about the Empire earlier. There's just a lot I'm still trying to process.
You'll get used to how things work here.
I'm not sure I want to get used to it. How would you feel if suddenly you had a Jedi Master and were serving the Republic?
Sick to my stomach.
Don't be flippant. I promise I won't let my misgivings interfere with our work. I changed my mind. I have nothing to say to you.
I don't understand. I haven't done anything.
No, you didn't do anything, but you're Sith. Just released on the HoloNet. Sith in the Corellian system killed a group of free traders for failing to give them free passage to the Outer Rim. They murdered them.
I'm sorry, but you can't hold me responsible for the actions of every Sith.
What's the Empire gonna do about it? You know the answer as well as I do. Nothing. If there's gonna be any kind of peace agreement, the Empire has to stop this.
For too long, the Sith have been regarded as kings among animals, untouchable tyrants. It will take a lot of work to change that perception.
I didn't come along because I expected things to be easy. I'm sorry. I'll try to be more patient. I know Andronicus is rather attached to the ship, but I was wondering if I could fly it now and then. Master Ryan said I showed exceptional aptitude at flying in simulation training, but I've never been able to pilot the real thing.
You'd have to get Andronicus to agree, but I have no problem with it.
I'll be very careful, I promise.
I just wanted to thank you again for having me along. I'm honored to work with someone of your expertise. The archaeological pursuits of the Sith and Empire have been separate for too long. It is our common history. We have a shared duty to unearth it.
Sith rarely seek knowledge for its own sake. Your purity is refreshing.
I wouldn't consider myself purer than anyone else in my line of work. I'm honored to do what I do. From the depths of the ground, history calls us to save it from obscurity. I do my best to answer that call. I can tell you do the same. You remind me of my old mentor, Orsilio Gan.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh, I meant it as a compliment. He was the best there ever was. But what am I doing talking when there's work to be done? As we say in the service, the dead aren't getting any younger. So, explain this to me. The tomb of Naga Sadow on Korriban was built by Tulak Horde before Naga Sadow was even born? And that's where you found the Deshard Shadow Killer? And when your master tried to steal your body, you used the artifacts of Tulak Horde to put her being into this Deshard?
You forgot the part where I received aid from my long-dead ancestor, who was murdered by Tulak Horde.
Kalik. He was one of the most powerful Sith Lords of his time. Perhaps the most powerful. Oddly pro-alien. To think how the Empire might have been different if he had killed Tulak Horde and not the other way around. Darth Zash and I have been talking. Well, when she's around. I would love to speak more with Kemval, but I don't think he likes me.
Being locked in stasis for hundreds of years was hard on him.
Do you know I never thought of it that way? Yes, I'm sure that's it. Perhaps I could give him a few social pointers.
I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
Excellent. I will speak with him at the next opportunity. I understand you inherited quite the archive from Zash. I would love to see it sometime.
I would love to show it to you.
Excellent. The quest for knowledge is eternal.
Hey, I gotta run.
Is the Republic onto you?
Don't got time for questions. Someone from my Republic days has popped up. Someone I thought was dead. If I don't jump on this tip now, he might disappear again. I'll fill you in later. Alright, I said I'd give you an explanation when I got back. Here it is. We were chasing down a free trader on a tip in neutral space when an Imperial fleet jumped on our position. Blasted us to pieces. Guy who gave us the tip, an SIS agent. That's spy to the Empire. Named Harmon Reich.
So you think Harmon Reich set you up?
Could have just been bad intel, except Reich disappeared the same day. One of my old underworld contacts traced one of his safe houses, but Reich slipped away before I could get to him. I can understand not wanting to fight somebody else's war. I skipped out myself, but Reich owes me an explanation.
What if the explanation is that he betrayed you and your men and sent you to die?
He better have a good reason why.
After Lord Cineratus' death, I knew you'd be here eventually. Your persistence is reckless, foolish, insulting. You mock the Sith Order by pretending you are worthy of facing me.
The sooner we get this done, the better.
Talk makes you impatient. You are young and proud. No doubt all you see is a withered old man waiting to be crushed and succeeded. Roland?
Yes, Master.
The apprentice of a disobedient Sith must die. Let us do our solemn duty. This time, I will be sure to dispose of your corpse personally.
I've learned a few tricks since we last met.
Assist! By order of the Imperial Reclamation Service.
You must stop this nonsense now.
Don't let him talk to you like that.
He's a treacherous snake. Cut out his fangs.
Careful now. Don't lose control.
I warned you my ritual was dangerous. I warned you it was not for the weak, but you drank the poison.
What have you done, you fool? You can't handle that kind of power.
What just happened? Where's Thanaton?
You're dying, little snake. Don't struggle. It'll only prolong the agony.
One thing I forgot to mention about the Force binding. You should never, ever bind more than one ghost at a time. Or else, well, you'll see.
Whoever you are, be quiet. I need to think.
She wants to think. She should have thought before she grasped for power beyond her abilities.
We had no choice but to serve you before, but now we can finally have some fun.
Sith. Back in the land of the living. Easy now.
You overextended yourself. The ghost's power was too much for your body to adapt to so quickly. And that's not to mention the little chats you've been having in your sleep. Let me guess, the ghosts?
They won't be quiet. How did you know?
I know a thing or two about voices invading one's thoughts.
Whatever the cause, you look dire. And Thanaton will take advantage unless we find a cure quickly.
Give me some time to do some research. Ashara, I'll need your help. Holocrons are impossible these days. Please order your monster to settle down. His raging makes it impossible to get any reading done.
In bizo se waitai spira presinkretai. In pise e wanata atragata injais. Godais akran bayradans jawan jandans in pan guidis.
My apologies. I didn't realize the consequences would be so dire.
Your apologies are wasted, it seems. I really am quite grateful. You've no idea how much easier it's been to think since the storehouse. And I have to say, I'm growing used to this body. It has its limitations, certainly, but such strength.
Don't get too settled. Kem won't like it.
He doesn't have much of a choice, does he? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get some research in while the monster's at bay.
My lord, I've been studying the Sith code lately, and I'm wondering what you think of the line, "Peace is a lie." There doesn't seem to be a lot of room for interpretation, but I know you are an ardent proponent of peace.
There's a difference between complacency and genuine peace.
The Jedi are not complacent. When it is necessary, we act. The Jedi Code is the core of our philosophy. We learn it by heart, and it's the foundation of everything we do. But I guess it's different for the Sith. The Sith Code is more a description than a guide.
Some take its words very seriously.
Which is better? The ones that truly believe peace is a lie? Or the ones with no code at all? How can there be peace with the Sith Empire when every Sith does their own thing? This task we've taken gets more difficult every day.
If you don't mind my asking, how is it you became Sith, my lord? The process is completely foreign to me. I had a brother who was Force-sensitive. Darth Maul came and took him to Korriban, but we didn't hear from him again after that. Ungrateful little rat thinks he's too good for us now, my father said. But really, I think he just missed him.
Most of the people who go to Korriban to become Sith die in training.
You don't know my brother. He never took no for an answer. We Drellic boys might not look like much, but we fight back. Father always wanted one son in the Sith and one in the military. Admittedly, the Imperial Reclamation Service wasn't his first choice, but after all the cursing stopped, I think he warmed up to the idea.
What did your father have against the Imperial Reclamation Service?
The Drellics are a proud family line, and my father is simply the proudest of the lot. The Imperial Reclamation Service shores up the Empire's foundations against the flood of forgetfulness and misinformation that threatens our history. I'd like to see a fighter pilot establish the lineage of a 3,000-year-old Sith Lord with nothing but rocks and a dead language.
I have always believed that knowledge will ultimately win out over the lightsaber and the blaster.
Thank you, my lord. It is my honor to serve.
Hey, Sith. We make a pretty good team. I was thinking I might take off after I found Reich, but the old job just doesn't sound quite as appealing.
I'd be honored to have you with me.
Maybe sometime I'll take you out into open space, show you the thrill of lying in wait for a big freighter and a big payoff. I may be out of the game, but my skills are sharper than ever.
It makes no sense. Darth Vader has produced over 3,000 volumes, writings and holocrons. Makes a one-line notation. I'm hearing voices, must find cure. Then nothing. In 3,000 volumes, not a single other mention of the subject.
Do you think Thanaton could have tampered with your resources?
These are common diaries, not Sith secrets. There's no reason anyone would... No, you're right. Why didn't I see this before? Volume 2397, line 232. Killed by 4th apprentice today. Caught him spying. Same line, volume 2455. Killed by 4th apprentice today. Caught him spying. The entire volume is a duplicate.
How did that fool know what volume to hide?
Thanaton must have grasped what was going on when he confronted you and ordered the volumes switched. Let's hope he didn't destroy them. He keeps a private, heavily guarded library under Drummond Castle. I'm not supposed to know about it, but for various reasons I do. I'm guessing Darth Vilus's missing volume and another by Darth Aratus are there. Both could be imperative to your survival.
Yes, my lord.
Vaiwa Gabarain.
Stop right there. Sorry, my lord, but you're not allowed in here.
You will let me in. I'm welcome here.
We will let you in. You're welcome here. Thanaton keeps his most useful holocrons on the far wall. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if you took one.
The ritual I performed was too much power too quickly. I am disintegrating rapidly. I have begun to drain parts of my power into holocrons, though it is only a temporary solution. My research points to a cure, almost too amazing to fathom, but I must try, and I must succeed. It will require going into the heart of Belsavis, a place so racked with chaos I shudder to think of going. Still, no time for hesitation. I go now, or not at all.
Good to see you, Master. I applied a fresh coat of paint to you.
I found some things that look relevant.
Excellent. It will take some time for Ashara and I to study these. In the meantime, you may want to check in on Harker. Make certain he knows you're alive, and that he shouldn't take any liberties with the trials.
I would like very much to know how my future apprentice is coming along.
I'll let you know the moment I find anything.
Ungas I've nona, Jape sit los fraudnas, just Jape, recta Jape.
Time for death, Twi'lek.
Kava tupa stumpa, makingsa.
Quiet, both of you. You know your trial. Now go. My lord, you just missed the latest trial. As you can see, we have a wild group. All except the human. He was surprisingly quick to die.
The trials are meant to separate the weak from the strong.
You have come a long way, my lord. My credits are on the three-eyed one, personally. Uglier than my twisted Sith grandmother, but he has a vicious streak uncommon in slaves.
I'll take that bet. My credits are on the Kalish.
I didn't know you were the gambling type, my lord. While you're here, is there anything particular you want to accomplish with these trials? Many Sith lords use the acolytes to gather things from the tombs for them.
Anything that will help me in my struggle with Thanaton would be appreciated.
I think I know something. I'll contact you when they are on their last trial so that you can arrive in time for the results.
Zash and I have been looking over the information you recovered from Thanaton's library.
Any truth to the rumors there's a big old Republic prison on Belsavis?
I heard something of that from Master Ryan, but I didn't want to believe it.
Unfortunately, Belsavis looks like the most promising lead. Darth Eratis went there seeking a cure for the deterioration of his body. It sounds like precisely the thing you need.
Then let's set a course for Belsavis.
My knowledge is limited, but I'll brief you once we dock with the Belsava space station.
We've arrived at the Belsavis spaceport.
Good. We'll have to work quickly if we're to find a cure for your strange ailment. We know that a Sith called Darth Heratus suffered a similar problem. His power became too much for him, and he began to deteriorate. We also know that he went to Belsavis in search of a Rakata device that he believed could fix him, whatever that means.
Great. So, let's get to the surface.
I wouldn't advise that, not without a plan. I've looked into Belsavis. There is indeed evidence that the Rakata were here, and that they built some kind of monumental prison. The Republic have arrived since, however, and built their own prison. Whatever this device is, we'll have to navigate 2 prisons to get to it.
We have to find the device first.
That could pose an interesting challenge. The Empire recently discovered the Republic's prison and staged a massive prison break.
Saves us the trouble of breaking in, I guess.
It also means the planet is in chaos, and any trail Darth Heratus left will have been obliterated.
I don't need Darth Heratus' trail. Give me the information and I'll find the device.
Without a trail to follow? Or any field experts in ancient alien technology? You're good, but I don't know if you're that good. But while perusing the Republic prison logs, I discovered a familiar name. The Circle, a group of criminal technologists Nikto I once employed. They never met a system they couldn't slice, or a machine they couldn't reverse engineer. Perhaps they can interpret Darth Heratus' diagrams on Belsavis.
I hope you're right about this.
The Circle sliced into an ancient computer system that had the Empire's best paleotechnologists stumped. You won't find anyone better, on Belsavis or anywhere.
I bet one of the guardhouses has a record of where they were kept. I've seen my share of prisons.
We must be careful. Belsavis is a place of unknown danger. But be quick. The dates on Darth Heratus' records show his condition worsening rapidly.
Perum, Chin Nampa al Adam, Neknikam, Laporam Anga, Mamni Nikad, Nagnaya Mamni Kamgam.
You'll have to do better than that, you freak.
Jukaki Mem Panino, Am Kabina Pek Memno Kimgam.
Beg pardon, my lord. Agent Brandis at your service. The Imperial Guard requests your immediate attention.
My lord. Excellent. I feared you had departed, Belsa.
Approach. You have garnered the attention of my master, the Emperor. He foresees you performing great deeds on Belsavis, and he sends this message. Do not disappoint him.
If he gave me an objective to fulfill, it would help.
In time. First, familiarize yourself with the Belsavis system. This planet holds the Republic's dirtiest secret, a maximum security prison home to the galaxy's most depraved convicts. We've come to free them. Specifically, the Dread Masters, Elder Sith who could change the course of the war.
There's nothing like a good old-fashioned prison break.
Belsavis is no playground. We've already deployed special operations groups to free the Elder Sith. They freed prisoners and sparked riots. But during the chaos, we lost contact with all 5 teams. You will need to re-establish contact, and, if necessary, relaunch the operation to free the Dread Masters.
I like the idea of Sith Lords owing their freedom to me.
The shuttle will drop you at the last known location of Operations Group 5. Find Lord Medicius. Help him fan the flames of the riot. Minimum resources, maximum results. That's how we avoid disappointing the Emperor.
Welcome, my lord. I assumed Commander Callum sent you to help. I'm Lord Medicius, leader of Operations Group 5. We started this riot by arming prisoners and pointing them at their Republic captors. But our primary goal is to extract certain inmates held deep within the prison.
Commander Callum said they were Sith Lords.
Correct. The Dread Masters. They can reach out through the Force and pierce their enemies with terror. Whole armadas surrender to them without firing a shot. The Republic claimed the Dread Masters were killed in the last war. Returning them to the field would be a crowning achievement.
That'll do nicely.
Free the Dread Masters, and you'll find much to your advantage. Unfortunately, the Republic's moved them to the deep prison. Meanwhile, the Warden brought in a hard-headed off-world enforcer, Ellis Ruger. He's here to close our exit corridor. If the Republic isn't stopped, they'll retake this landing zone. Without an exit, our prison break will fail.
I've held off army units. Prison guards will be like wading through dung.
Just the attitude we need to break them. They're cowering behind force fields, sending droids to do their dirty work. These Warden droids have enough firepower to incapacitate a small army. The rioters are losing hope,
but we can reignite their rage. Destroy enough droids and the convicts will smell blood. They'll practically defend our landing zone for us.
If a few broken droids will spark the convicts' fury, I'll set this riot ablaze.
Impress the rioters with your power and the droids' weakness. Then they'll fight our enemy for us.
Next. Name, please.
Good to you.
Let me get a look at you. Ah, delightful. You're the first woman I've seen in ages. 24 years I've been imprisoned on Belsavis. The Republic thought they could contain me, but the Empire proved them wrong.
You're awfully enamored of yourself.
I'm aware Commander Callum is after the Dread Masters, but don't underestimate my power. Every second of imprisonment, I nursed my hatred for the Republic. Finally, the time has come for my revenge. When the Empire released me, the Republic army retreated to their compound to erect defenses. Something vital is behind those fortified walls.
Belsavis is Republic territory, yet they run and hide.
It's fear that drives them. Not of us, but of what we'll do if we obtain whatever they guard. I hunger for their destruction, but I'm too weak to crush their defenses. This battle is yours. Obliterate the Republic compound, recover what they protect, and then bring it to me.
This better be worth my while.
I'm right. I know it. Crush their turrets, then tear the base apart until you've found what the Republic hides.
Heifst.
Come on, cough it up. Every name, every date, every blasted key.
I don't have a... I don't know what you're talking about.
The cattle run the slaughterhouse now, partner. Don't play dumb.
Oh, that prisoner list. Of course. Right here.
While you're in there, mind telling me what became of a group called The Circle?
Yeah, I know them. Ran off into one of the vaults. You know, the big things that all the scary stuff comes out of. Setting up some kind of hub out there. I don't know what. Now, if you don't mind, we owe this guy a beating.
Do what you will.
Thank you, Sith.
The Warden droids are no more. I hope the rioters took note.
Have no fear. Thousands of prisoners already move against the droids. More devotees follow your footsteps every minute. Many have died in the process, but that's normal.
Minimum effort, maximum results, I see.
They will occupy the guards' attention with little more energy on our part. A fine move. Thanks to you, the inmates have turned from whipped dogs into predators. Still, we need more convicts on our side. Turn this mob into an army, and the Republic will be permanently occupied. An army begins with generals. We must provide the prisoners with the leadership they require.
There's no way I'm commanding this herd of Minox.
That would waste our time and your talent. Leaders already exist. We simply must wake them up. There's a carbonite storage facility in the intake yards, full of frozen convicts. Some were rebellion leaders, others simply murdered every guard they found. We need both persuasions.
Releasing them into the general population should prove entertaining.
Splendid. Though the unfreezing process won't be simple. Prisoner, what of your mission into the Carbon Gallery?
The crisis response unit ambushed us. I got away. Only me.
Excellent. Ruger took the bait. Now you can free the frozen prisoners and wipe out the crisis response unit all at once.
I'll be there in but a moment.
Destroy the guards and defrost the prisoners. They'll turn this riot into an organized army. Then we'll have safe passage to extract the Dread Masters.
A few psychopaths should keep the Republic awake at night.
I hope you're proud. Your time on Bel Savis is up.
I don't think so.
This isn't a case of where we agree to disagree. Not while you're still on this planet. So let me make this perfectly clear. You've made a mistake. Time to pack up and fly home.
You think you scare me?
You'll learn. They all do.
Hey, we had a deal. Me and my boys handled those guards just like...
There was only enough power to thaw the best prisoners. I unleashed the worst murderers I could find.
The convicts were violent before. With psychopaths at the helm, there's no telling what crimes they'll commit. Ruger will not be pleased.
He called to threaten me. He seemed unafraid.
Ruger's tamed prisons before, even restored order to Coruscant's depths. It's time we end his career. The only thing keeping us from his throat are the force fields guarding his base. Luckily, a mad Deveronian prisoner, Golan, has the key.
I can get you your key. And the hand holding it.
I almost pity the poor Deveronian, but you should know, Golan is not your average prisoner. He knows the key is valuable, plus he's trained in the Force and highly violent. The Republic tried executing him 4 times. That's when they shipped him to Bel Savis. Now Golan thinks he can't die. He's refusing to hand over the key to Ruger's guard station.
This Golan may not fear death, but soon he'll beg for it.
Save your torments for Ruger. This mission simply demands a quick kill and the key in our hand. Golan roams near the resettlement camps, in the open areas where wise inmates leave him alone. Make your way there. The longer we delay, the more likely Ruger will change the lock frequency on the security fields.
It's a relief to see you here, my lord. Don't mind the troops sulking. Being reduced to cannon fodder isn't sitting well with them. This prison is far more dangerous than we originally thought, and far older. Many of these vaults were constructed thousands of years before the Republic came. Imagine the secrets inside.
I doubt whoever built those vaults just filled them with loot.
Yes, the contents of these vaults tend to be more dangerous than valuable, as we've discovered. We've been blasting open the older vaults in hopes that whatever horrors were locked away might turn on the Republic guards. In one vault we discovered ancient war droids. Ungrateful wretches that vaporized my men on the spot. Now they're on the warpath.
And you want me to destroy them?
Actually, no. Those droids properly controlled would be invaluable. However, our reprogramming spikes need to be inserted manually. I've lost 30 men trying to dominate the ancient droids. Validating in a way, but these massacres are crippling us. I need your help uploading those spikes.
If we don't harness their power, the Republic will.
Once installed, the spikes are designed to make the droids target only people wearing Republic Guard uniforms. Until then, though, those droids will be extremely hostile. If they get you in their sights, they won't let up. And they don't miss.
Displaying all authorized destinations.
Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
It's done. I have the key to the security fields.
We must strike quickly, before word of Golan's death spreads. Ruga is finally vulnerable. If you're ready, we can end his campaign and secure this landing zone for good.
Tell me where this lawman is, and our problems are over.
Ruga and his men are in a guard station. He believes it's more secure than the main intake building. Use the security key to drop their shields. My teams will cut off Ruga's backup. No one gets in, no one gets out. We'll give you time to work. Just make sure Ruga doesn't escape.
That makes a certain sense.
Prepare yourself. Just because Ruger hasn't risked himself before doesn't mean he's easy prey. This is his stronghold. Bring everything you have and every ally you trust. We will get no second chance.
Seriously, Captain, you gotta stop sending your men down here. I'm running out of places to hide the bodies.
Then fight me, you coward. We'll see how long you... Hello? Hello? My lord, you must do something. That madman is disrupting my mission and butchering my men.
Perhaps I ought to wipe that smirk from his face.
A proper fate for anyone meddling in the Empire's affairs. This dungeon houses many loyal Imperials. My orders are to retrieve the prison records so we might find and liberate these patriots. The problem is, a group of escaped cyborgs calling themselves the New Men have taken up residence where those records are kept. They're slaughtering my men.
Sounds like you need some help.
My thanks. These new men are making a mockery of me and my troops while the Empire's most trusted vassals rot in their cells. The records can be accessed via the Central Records Terminal in the prisoner transfer station. The Republic may still have a presence there. Remember, the new men are the worst of the worst. Cybernetically linked to each other, metal spines full of adrenals. Try to shoot first.
Dagam Jainam Paim Dagam.
Well, now, there's two ways you can leave, Imperial. Cuffed down or feet first.
Killing you will be such fun.
It might happen, but it sure ain't going to be fun. All right, hold your gloating. Get it over with.
Make your peace. It is over.
Ruger! Come in, Ellis Ruger. This is Warden Grawl. We're taking fire and can't reach your position. What's your status?
Bad news, Warden. You're going to need a new peacekeeper.
Wait! We can negotiate this. I've seen you on our cameras. You're with the Imperials. What do you want?
My only desire is to watch your face as I do this.
You monster! Ellis Ruger! He was the last hope for law and order on Balsavis! I won't forget this! Warden Grawl, out!
That was a rare occasion. We had half their numbers and still handed them their heads. Ruger must have been furious. I can only imagine the thrill of snuffing out his life.
What's the next move?
I will fortify our landing zone and feed the riot. If you'll excuse me, duty calls. I must re-establish contact with Commander Callum.
Lord Medishers. Come in, Lord Medishers.
I am here, Commander Callum. What is your will?
Ellis Ruger was blocking our signal. Your men re-established contact once he fell, but I've heard nothing from our other operations groups. Captain Van Dorn must be reached. Our mission is still in jeopardy.
Leave this mission to me. Lord Medishus will guard the rear.
I give the orders. But yes, you are best suited to meet the Lost Operations Group. Secure the landing zone, Lord Medishus, and stay in constant contact. Commander Callum out.
Captain Van Dorn was last seen in the high security wing. Find his camp, but be wary. The Republic is conducting strange experiments with the inmates there.
We will Jingoris.
The Imperials can't get their hands on that data. Open fire!
I have the prison records.
Let me see. Registries, cell block numbers, access codes. It's all here. Perfect. I'll have this information transmitted to every Imperial officer on Belsavis. I assume it all went smoothly.
It's done now.
Quite. You've guaranteed the freedom of countless Imperials. Our brothers and sisters will soon be free. Thank you.
Swiss Aman Hangujins. Jamunja. In Teufel Atraus.
300 transistors, 300! Sweet stuff, man, sweet stuff! Hey, what's this? You bring something juicy? Processor chip? Crazy Sith crystal tech? We'll trade for shuttle passes. No, just kidding. We love it here. Some real crazy tech. The droids don't even speak basic.
Are you the ones that call yourselves the Circle?
You got it. Circle like circuit. Everything's connected. The galaxy is one big machine, and all our cells are like tiny little droids. Hear that? Bzzz. Sweet electrical music. Could listen to that all day. You need something?
I'm Zash's apprentice. She said you would know how to find some tech for me.
Zash. Let me just pull it up in the old memory banks. Oh, yeah. Funny lady. Tell me what you're looking for. That's some crazy-looking diagram, but I'm pretty sure we can help. Of course, when we help Zash, she did something for us in return, yeah?
Freakish monstrosities. They won't talk to us like that. We are Sith.
I don't need to take nonsense from you.
All right. Cost my life stealings to get a basic language chip in my brain. I don't need it fried. This is a state-of-the-art slicing hub in the making. Bell Savas security protocols, HoloNet, we want it all. The vault blows up our signal, makes it huge. Unbelievable. But we need a relay to carry it off-world. Go galactic or go home. You clear us out a spot for our relay and protect it while we hook in. We'll help you with your mystery machine.
This is beneath me, but I'll do it.
You do this for us, the Circle will be everywhere. You won't regret it.
Droids appear to have lost interest in us. No doubt they're hunting down their new prey. Now the Republic can enjoy being slaughtered by these antiquated tools of destruction. I'm in your debt.
I'd love to chat, but I really must run.
Yes, of course. Now that those droids aren't shooting us anymore, we may be able to deactivate a few and study them more closely. In time, we may even be able to replicate their technology. Belsavis is more intriguing than I feared.
Aru Jamunja.
Nice work on the beacon. Guess we owe you some info, huh? That diagram's ancient alien tech, all right. Never seen it in my life. But Grokan saw something like this part here in the Republic labs.
Chobot I kafstuan pileji hulokuta.
There's rumors of the kind of crazy stuff those aliens built deeper in the prison. Advanced AI, self-healing droids, living cities. You said this is some kind of healing device. I can kind of see that. Hard to say, though, without a scan. Them Rakata freaks built some twisted stuff.
I would expect nothing less. How do I acquire this machine, and then how do I use it?
If you can scan that device, we can get you a better idea of what this thing is and how it works. Here, data chip. It'll reprogram the Republic security droids in the area to open up the lab so you can get in and scan the device.
What are labs doing as part of a prison?
Can't say for sure. Figure it's something crazy if the Republic's come all the way out to Belsavis to do it. Take this with you. It'll let us analyze the Rakata prize without you having to drag it back here, yeah? Just watch the prisoners in the area. They're meaner than most.
Japan hulay nice in Ufjaba.
Travel route is confirmed.
The aliens. Did you see them? Tearing everyone to pieces. They're frenzied, bloodthirsty. Tore through my military escort in half a minute. I didn't know aliens could be so violent.
Those freaks love terrorizing the superior species.
I know, but this is worse than usual. I shouldn't even be here, but Darth Malgus insisted. He said my task pertains to the Empire's future. These alien gangs are pawns in a Republic-engineered domination experiment, forced to fight each other in the name of Republic science.
They usually shy away from questionable experiments. How far the Republic's come.
Yes, my lord. How far indeed. With the Republic's findings, we'd have months, maybe years' worth of insight into alien behavior. Plus, we could expose the Republic's dirty secret. I hate to ask, but I can't go back out there. Could you retrieve the Republic's domination experiment research?
If I can spare the time.
Thank you. It's about time we know what the Republic's been working on.
This Republic unit was destroyed as well, sir. No survivors.
I was hoping they'd wipe each other out. Notify me if you hear anything else.
Glad you're here.
The Ratataki, the wildest alien prisoners in the Republic's little zoo, have finally overstepped their bounds. The savages have claimed the planet for themselves, call it New Ratatak. They say they'll kill everyone, Republic and Empire alike.
You'd think they'd have learned their lesson by now.
They've learned, all right. Learned they need weapons. They've taken a factory and started arming themselves. Right now, they're content to slaughter the Republic, but once they've stockpiled enough armaments, we'll be next on their dance card.
What are they arming themselves with?
Crude blades, mostly, but they scavenge weapons off their victims, too. They're masters of ambush. They don't fear us or the Republic. The Ratataki only respect strength and ferocity, areas in which I understand you excel. We need someone to kill their leadership, wreck their little factory, and put those aliens in their place. I respectfully request your assistance.
Their weapons will not defend them from my wrath.
I look forward to seeing your methods in action. You'll need to take out both the leaders and the machines in the factory. There can be no chance of them rebuilding.
These experiments the Republic's been conducting. Xenophobia, genocidal conditioning.
Captain Van Dorn, Commander Callum sent me to assist.
Operations Group 4's honored, my lord. I'm happy to report that our prisoner release program's on schedule. We've hit only one hiccup, really. The prisoners here, they're gangs of rabid aliens, formerly members of some Republic experiment. The gangs attack the Republic as planned, but they're also tormenting our boys. Now there's a large number of berserk aliens between us and the Dread Masters.
I guess it's a bad time to be you.
I have everything under control. Operations Group 4's clearing out the aliens and... excuse me. Captain Van Dorn speaking. Dead? All of them? No, that's impossible. Well, stop blabbering and... Sergeant? Sergeant! The alien gangs have wiped out Operations Group 4. We've lost control of this wing.
So the aliens developed a taste for Imperial blood. I know just the cure.
Thank you, my lord. Only Sith can bring such brutal degenerates in line. Carve up their top gangs and make the aliens fear us. Then we'll be able to evacuate the Dread Masters.
Stay here and secure the outpost. Leave the prisoners to me.
Thank you. Gun for the Gamorreans, Anomids, and Gand. They're the fiercest scum of the bunch. Kill enough members of each gang, and they'll learn to respect the Empire.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.